So in the today's practical, we are going to talk about DHCP and DNS server. We are going to configure DNS and DHCP. Now let's see how we can do that. Simply, let's create a small network. So small network of 2 PCs, right? And just add one switch, right? I'm adding a switch. And then we can add the server. First server is your DHCP server. The second server is your DNS server, right? So it is just a simple connection that we are making, right? So here, from here, this system to this system, just connect and leave. Here to here, just connect this and leave this. Moving on, here to here, we just connect this from here to here, right? So let's do first DHCP. Now, if you remember DHCP, what is DHCP? Dynamic Host Control Protocol that automatically assign an IP address, right? So let me give an IP address to a DHCP as 2. Okay, 192.168.10.2. This is the IP address I need to assign to DHCP, right? And we also need to configure DNS. So how it is working? So let's see. 192.168.10.3. Let's make it as 3 as for DNS. Okay. Now let's see how we are going to do it. So first of all, just click on the server and go to the desktop. Therein you will find an IP config. Right? So since it's a server, it also need an IP address to connect to an internet, remember? So we have to provide an IP address for DNS. So which we have assigned 192.168.10.2. Right? It automatically take the subnet mask and default gateway is always the first one. Right? Now we also configuring the DNS server. Right, so that is 192.168.10.3. We have assigned 3 as a DNS server, right? So this is a simple IP config we have given to the server. Now let's turn on the services of DHCP. So go to the services, therein you have on the left hand side, can you see this DHCP? Click on this. Right, and here if you don't have anything, right, just click. If you have something, just click on this. If you don't, just come to this and turn it on. You just have to turn it on the services. All right, once you turn it off, the pool name is server.pool. The default gateway 92.168.10.1, remember? And DNS server we have 192.168.10.3. Right? These 2 IP addresses we know. Now, DHCP is basically what? DHCP is automatically assigning the IP address. So the maximum number of a system that I can assign an IP address to is maximum 512. Right? Using DHCP, I can assign 512 IP addresses to 512 systems. All right? So here, let's start the IP address. First, I cannot give 1 because it's the default gateway. 2, I cannot give because it's for your DHCP, right? 3 is for your DNS. So it will starting with 4, right? Just save it. If it's nothing is added here, you just have to add it. Okay? That's how it is. Just add it if nothing is there. Otherwise, save it. If something is there, just save this. That's it. No need to do it. Now, this is how your DHCP done. Now, let's come to PC0. All right. So, go to desktop and let's configure an IP address. Since we have to turn on the services of DHCP, can you see static and DHCP? Just turn it on. So it is requesting the IP address and can you see 192.168.10.4. The first IP address, it assign an IP this to it. The default gateway, the subnet mask, as well as the DNS server IP address. That's it. You just don't have to type manually, just have to turn on the services of DHCP. Okay, let's do it for some other system. Same, go to desktop, go to ipconfig. Instead of static, we are using DHCP. So just click on DHCP. It is requesting an IP address and it automatically assigns you the IP address and all the other things. Right? That's it. This is how it is. So this is, I have configured the DHCP that automatically assigning the IP address. Okay. Now let's talk about DNS. Now, what is DNS? It is a domain name system, right? So basically, I have some IP address, right? And if I want to open google.com, that google.com has some specific IP address and it will give back that google.com, right? So here my IP address is 192.168.10.3, right? I can assign to any server. Let's take, go to desktop, go to web browser, right? So here, if I type anything like pooja.sharma.com, will it be giving you anything? No. Hostname unresolved. It will give you an error. It means the DNS is not assigned now. You have to turn on the services of DNS. How we can do that? Let's see. Go to the services, right? Go to the DNS and turn it on. That's it. You just have to turn on the services of DNS and to make sure then IP address. Did I ever assign any IP address to this? Let's go back. Let's close this and see IP address is assigned. No IP address is assigned yet. So first thing first, assign an IP address to DNS. So what was it? It's 192.168.10.3. Right? Automatically the subnet mask will come. The default gateway is always 192.168.10.1. First IP address is always the default gateway. Now, DNS server. What is an IP address of DNS server? Same. 192.168.10.3. Can you see this and this is same? You have to make sure these are sames. Okay. And now go to services, go to DNS, turn it on, right? Now write any name. Okay, I want to give a name pooja.sharma.com, right? And what is the IP address? It's 192.168.10.3, right? Just add this. I've added this and a record is there. Right? With the record this and the detail is this. So if anybody types poojasharma.com, it will be converted into 19.168.10.3. Right? This is how it is. Now, let's see and check what will happen if I open the desktop. So just cross this wherever you are. Now open the web browser. Now, if I open a web browser, there are some pages that are automatically created. So, sharma.com, it will open. Let's see. Can you see? Now I have some pages that are open. Okay. Now let's check. This is my DNS server. Through DNS server, I'm checking. Let's check from the browser 1, PC1. So let's click on PC1, right? And go to its web browser and see, did I get the same result for poojasharma.com or not? poojasharma.com. So as soon as you type, it goes to the DNS server with the help of a DHCP, right? And then, boom, the same page is open. So you can change it. There are standard pages that they have created. You can go in an HTTP and can change it. That's something else. But this is how you configure the DNS. Okay. Now let's check with the second PC as well. So go to the web browser. Let's open the web browser. Go to poojasharma.com. It could be any .com I can put, right? But here in my local system, I've just put this. Okay, and then boom, done. Now, why this is showing? Because we have already configured it. How to recheck it? Go to ipconfig. Can you see the DNS server? It's 192.168.10.3. I've already updated that in DHCP. I haven't went to each and every system to do that. Alright, so same way you can do this practical. I think this will be helpful and you will do this activity on your own pace. Thank you so much.